Okay, the first notebook that I would highly recommend, and my regular viewers, you guys know this is my favorite. I can't stop talking about this. It is the Pen and Gear. It's specifically the one that says heavyweight paper with 80 sheets. It's your 8.5 by 10.5 a size notebook. Look how, I mean, you guys, I stocked up on this notebook because I love it so much and I use it for practically everything, for work projects, for notes, for personal thoughts and ideas. I mean, I've even personalized them with my own accessories here with stickers. I have a garden book. I have some dreams, ideas, decorating, and then here is the ink test that I will show you. So the subject that we are using here is the fountain pens. This is the Benu fountain pen. It is in the medium nib. I'm using the ancient copper ink. Next is my daily writer, the TWSBI. I love this fountain pen. I use it every day, and the ink that I've used and have not changed out is the Heart of Darkness. It's the black. So this, I would say, is my wettest and darkest fountain pen ink, and this is the one I use to test all of my papers when I first get it to see if it's fountain pen friendly. And then my last addition with TWSBI is this one. It's the extra fine nib, and the ink in here is this beautiful green Vert Empire. Okay, and then I also have this little mini, the TWSBI. This is my medium nib, and I'm using the Sailor Seki ink as the test. So this paper works really well because there is, again, no bleed through. I'm just going to put it out there. None of these are showing bleed through. So I guess it's just safe to say that you can see there's no bleed through, no ghosting, and that is why I love this notebook and why I always continue to show and rave about it. So if you have a Walmart in your area, look. I mean, I took the sticker off, but look for these. It looks like this, the Pen and Gear. You know, it's interesting because at the time when I got these, they were $2. They were exactly $2. But recently I saw that this was marked on clearance, and I guess they marked it up. I mean, I'm not surprised with given the state of the world, prices are rising. So it's now, I think, $2.25. So $2.25, still not bad. So as you can see, I have a whole shelf full of these, and you can't beat the price. Like really, you really can't. I even have this in the composition. So if spiral isn't your thing, the Pen and Gear, they make this in the composition style. The only thing is I do not like how this notebook does not lay flat. You can see, like, I need, especially in the beginning here, I need to like hold it and train it. And if you know me, I don't like that. So I actually keep this though because I can cut it out and add these as scrap pages or make them for my for my binder, for like my pocket binder notebooks, like Filofaxes and whatnot. Okay, so speaking of composition notebooks, I've raved about this in the past. Now this is at the Dollar Tree. If you have a Dollar Tree in your area, it has to be specifically the Dollar Tree with the green symbol, not Family Dollar, not Dollar General, not the 99-cent store. It has to say Dollar Tree. So the Dollar Tree, which now everything is $1.25, they have this brand called Jot. Look for this composition. It's very fountain pen friendly. And unlike this, the Pen and Gear, this composition lays flat. So it is lined, where this one is dot grid. I prefer the dot grid because it's very close to blank, but you know, this will do. I did the ink test and it holds up very well, especially surprisingly with the Noodler's ink. There is no bleed through on here. And I love the sound of this paper. It's so crinkly. I've used this paper before to do watercolors and it looks beautiful. Let me show you. I love this notebook so much that I have a few of these that I just use for different projects. And that's what's great about these budget-friendly journals, is that you don't feel guilty about experimenting in other creative ways. So here I'll show you this. I mean, look how nice and like, is it pliable this notebook is? It's very soft, covery, which I like because you can just kind of throw it in your backpack, your tote bag. It's just very flexible. You hear that? So here, I experimented with watercolors. And dare I say, it almost reminds me, the sound, okay? The sound reminds me of using Tomoe River paper. The sound that crinkles. And again, it lays flat. So I just had fun using this as an art therapy journal, splashing around with watercolors, and it works very well. Well, for $1. So you can have fun with these budget-friendly notebooks, and creativity will just flow out of here. So if you're curious to know if it holds up with watercolor, I mean, I would say so. You could see it kind of goes on nicely, and it's very crinkly. So yeah, I have used these for many things. What is this? Yeah, just ideas and scraps. So look for these at your Dollar Tree. It's by the Jot brand. Holds up very well with your fountain pens. So the next thing too from the Dollar Tree is their spiral notebook. It is the one that's 120 sheets. This has to be the specific one. In my experience, they have different sizes, but that paper is different. It holds up differently. It doesn't perform as well. It could be from a different source. So here, fountain pen, all the inks that I used, and then on the other side, you will see no bleed through, no ghosting, and it's just perfect. So if you like more of a spiral bound because you don't have to take up as much room when you're using a composition, check the Dollar Tree for your Jot composition or the Jot notebooks. Okay, another favorite, and this is thanks to the fountain pen community. A lot of you have recommended this brand. It's Caliber. You get these exclusively at CVS, and I picked up the composition notebooks, their spiral, and even their pocket. So their pocket notebook performs very well. I noticed that the paper is pretty consistent with the different styles. So here is the ink test, no bleed through, no ghosting. And then their composition, I was surprised to see that they had different, well, not different sizes, the different number of pages. So here, this has 100 sheets. Here it has 120. So this just has a little bit more paper, and then it has like these little dividers right here in the middle. But fountain pen friendly, and I like the way that this paper feels, and also it lays flat, which is a bonus. So lays flat and no bleed through, no ghosting. So look for Caliber from CVS. You can get these on their website as well. Their hardcover, you could see it's more of a hardcover, not as flexible as the ones from the Dollar Tree. Like, look, I can like bend this. I can technically bend this like with one hand. And then this is, yeah, there's no bending. So if you want more structure and you don't want something as flexible, this is pretty hardcover and it lays pretty flat. Now, Caliber also makes spiral notebooks that are fountain pen friendly. Now, while these aren't as cheap, I would say, in terms of the budget, they're not $1 or $1.25 or $2. They are still pretty good considering the amount of pages that you get. I think the composition notebooks was maybe like $5.99. This was maybe like $6 or $7.99. Still under $10 per notebook. They have different colors. You can see I got all three because these are kind of hard to find at my local CVS, and sometimes these specific ones aren't on their website all the time. So there's 3 subject notebook. Here you could see I did the same ink test, very fountain pen friendly. I love the way this paper sounds. I imagine if I used watercolor, it would have that nice like crinkling effect. But I just wish the spiral was like a little like smaller because they kind of are too large for my liking. I like them a little tighter or smaller, kind of like these. But I like the sound of this paper. I like how this Seki Sailor ink looks on here. So check out the caliber. Now, the last thing I am going to show you, I guess I could have introduced these in the beginning as it was with the other Walmart notebooks, but I love this personal size notebook. This is from Walmart, Pen & Gear, and I use these as Traveler's notebook inserts. These are A5 size, very flexible, very durable. I like how they're sewn, bound right here on the spine, and fountain pen friendly. So if you don't exactly like pocket-sized notebooks because you feel like you are limited in room, but that like a traditional, maybe like a A5 notebook is too big and bulky. Okay, this is an A5 Hobonichi. And you can see this is pretty heavy, but same size. Consider this from Pen & Gear. It has 30 sheets or 60 pages. I love these inserts. I use these for projects as well when I'm not in the spiral bound right here. I can customize these in my own Traveler's notebook covers that I also get customized by this company called Larite on, or Lacao, Larite on Etsy or on Instagram. I've shared these covers before. I just absolutely love these. And I actually had these made because I love these Pen & Gear inserts so much. So I could add them in here if I change my mind. If I'm not in a bound notebook, then I can go back to these slim A5 covers. And this I use like for my personal, this I hold like for my blog or video ideas. And then I have like work and then more work stuff. So it's nice because it's very lightweight. Oh, did I also mention that the pages are perforated inside? So if you want to rip them out, I don't know if you can see, but you can. You can rip them out, and again, they're sewn bound, which is nice. I imagine you can use these as, again, Traveler's notebook inserts for any size. You can cut them down. So that is a favorite, along with these pocket size from Walmart, Pen & Gear. You guys, don't sleep on Pen & Gear. Pen & Gear is coming out with some good stuff, or at least they have been. And I just recently discovered that like a year and a half ago. So I stocked up on these pocket size notebooks. These are my daily jotters. I carry these around all the time, and so much so that I even had a cover made just for this, which I'll show in the next video. But here is a page where I wanted to show you. I used just my regular Benu fountain pen with this ancient copper ink, and there's no bleed through. And then here I even had my Vert Empire. I've shown this before. This isn't new to my regular viewers, but you guys know, oh my gosh, I just love this Pen & Gear notebook. I stock up because these are only 97 cents and they're fountain pen friendly. So you're not, breaking the bank with that. I'm almost thinking like, should this be a replacement of my Moleskine daily agenda? Who knows? I mean, I still have to show my 2023 lineup, but check these out if you have access to Walmart. Okay, look at their Pen & Gear here. Let's have an overview. Pen & Gear, and then also I guess this would be an honorable mention, but it's not as easy to find. Look for this 3-pack by Pen & Gear. This is a large size. It's the 6x9, so it's pretty comparable to the Dollar Tree spiral notebook, and they're larger than A5, but they're very fountain pen friendly. They're lined. The paper is pretty thick. It almost reminds me of like a Rhodia or Clairefontaine paper, almost. Because it's smoother, it's thicker, it has almost like a ivory creamy color, but there's no bleed through. And you could cut these down as well and make them into inserts, or just use them as themselves. Here are the details, if you can find this in your local store. I don't know if they come with different designs. I haven't been successful in finding it. I think it's just these, and they're all lined. But if you can find these, snag them. I think this whole pack was maybe $10, so it's still budget friendly. Here's the SKU if that helps. I'll try to link it down below. And then also this. This is their 256 Pen and Gear journal. Now, I don't really like the rainbow cover, but the pages themselves are pretty thick and they hold up very well with darker inks. It lays flat. It's soft cover. I mean, if this was a blank journal, this would probably replace my Moleskine because I love the way it feels. And yeah, it's pretty good. A little bit of bleed through here on the end with my TWSBI and my Benu, but like not enough for me to discount this or disregard it for like $4. I think this was like a $4 notebook. So very fountain pen and dark ink friendly. I would say it's more like a, is it B6? It's not exactly A5. It's a little shorter, but it's a very good journal option. So I hope this video helped you guys, and I will be sharing more in the upcoming videos. Bye.